One of the applications or websites that I use most frequently in my classroom is Seesaw. So this is an online portfolio for students to post different things that they're doing in the classroom so that other students can see the work that they are doing, other students just within the classroom, and then their families can also see what they are doing. So it's really neat for my kindergarten students to be able to share what they're doing in the classroom on a digital platform. So we have just gotten started with Seesaw this year in the classroom, and it's really exciting to see what students can do within Seesaw. So it is a free application, so you just sign up and it's all free, and then you can, when you go to class settings, you have a student code. So my classroom is a one-to-one classroom, so every student has an iPad, and then they will get a student code that they can scan in to their iPad, and then they will be logged onto their iPad. It's also great to invite families to Seesaw. You're able to print paper copies or send emails. And then there's also a lot of different languages to choose from, which is great because English is not the only language that is spoken in my classroom. So it's great to be able to connect with families that speak another language at home. So these are just some of what it looks like on the teacher end. So I'm able to allow families to access their own students' portfolios. So families can't see any other portfolios but just their students. And then families are also able to like, similar to Facebook, comment, again, similar to Facebook, or share what their student has done. Now, this is a part of Seesaw that I have not done yet, but I am planning on doing this year, a blog. So I can make newsletters and then share my newsletter on my classroom blog. And then my newsletters can also be translated into different languages as well, again, connecting to those families that do not speak English at home. Another aspect that I like about Seesaw is the manage folders. So when students do a particular assignment, then they can post it to a certain folder. So if I have my students working on sight words during their independent work time of Daily 5, then I would have them post their work into the word work portion of Daily 5. The managed skills part, this is a part that you do have to pay for. Within Seesaw, everything else is free, but if you wanted to link certain parts of the portfolio that the students do to a specific skill or a specific standard that you want the child to meet, then you can do that there and then track how they are doing with particular skills. So what I'm going to show you now is just a sample of my classroom and some of the things that they have been posting already. So we have just learned Seesaw within the past 2 weeks, so we are just now getting started with it. But what's really neat, so this particular student just took a picture of the book that she was reading for Read to Self during Daily 5 time, and then she recorded herself reading the book. And then I am able to listen to the story, and then I am able to comment back with an audio comment, which is really great, especially for my kindergarten students, as they cannot read any comments. Most of them cannot read comments that I make. So I can type a comment if I want, or I can give an audio feedback, which is great for the students to be able to listen to their teacher giving them feedback and just talking to them about how they did. So another thing that I have is students working on word work, so their independent work time. When a lot of students get off task, what I like about Seesaw is that it's the accountability piece. So I'm able to see what the students are doing during their independent work time, and then the students' families are also able to see as well. So I'm able to see that this particular student's mom was able to look and see what he did. And a lot of times parents can like it, or they can comment themselves. So that's a really neat aspect of Seesaw, and that's pretty baseline. As we continue to go on throughout the school year, I do something that's called app smashing. So I will have students create things, projects in Pic Collage that may be aligned to science standards, or I will have them create something in book, but or in a different application, and they're able to post it then onto Seesaw, which is really great. So I've had, so I'll go to a particular student's, so this particular student, she, with our fifth grade buddies, they were able to create this document in Pic Collage, and then they were able to post it on to Seesaw. So as the year continues on, we're definitely able to get a little bit more challenging, and I'm able to have the students do more challenging work and post it onto their Seesaw journal. So it's a great way to track what students are doing. It's a great way for students to share their work digitally on the digital platform with other students in the classroom, and then with their families as well. So I definitely love Seesaw, and it is my go-to app for my classroom.